Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I'm the best and most well-rounded candidate in this race, and the diversity that I represent is the broadest cross-section of what this community is. The Army sent me to graduate school. I've been 3 times, 3 different postgraduate degrees, one in public administration, another in human resources development, Command and General Staff College, distinguished military graduate, former board member for the Greater El Paso Chamber of Commerce, its development director for 3 years when it enjoyed its best year in 100-year history. Been self-employed, a combat soldier, come back. I think all my faculties are in place, but somebody else might challenge that. And the District Education Improvement Council representative for 3 years with EPISD. I want to offer those credentials and a track record of impeccable integrity and give that to the voters. And now for that, I'll ask for your questions.
Any questions? Please, questions. Yes, sir.
Yes, how do you feel about the DREAM Act, and also do you feel it's a form of amnesty for illegals?
No, I don't think it's a form of amnesty for illegals. As a matter of fact, I think that a common sense congressman would support the DREAM Act from the outset. We have a labor force shortage. Anybody who earns a diploma in the United States, especially for the property tax dollars we have spent for their elementary and secondary school, we need to get a return on that investment. Otherwise, if we don't put a green card on that diploma, we will deport them and they become competition for us on the global stage at some point in the future. It doesn't pass the make sense test for us not to attach a green card to every diploma of every graduate coming out of high school.
Any more questions? Yes, sir.
Sir, based on your answer, do you believe that the rule of law must prevail in enforcing federal law?
Yeah, I do believe in the rule of law, yes. And just to expound and embellish on your point, every law that we have doesn't make it a good law. That's like every person who makes a law is not a good person in that position. I think it's bad legislation to hold it up for whatever circumstances that created the mindset that exists. The persons who come through this system are not able to contribute to it. It's a bad mindset. We are not making children like we used to. We have a growing geriatric population. We need to use every asset and resource at our disposal to grow the labor force in the United States.
Any more questions? Yes, sir.
Can you name a specific new policy that you would advocate for if you were elected to Congress?
Short answer is yes, and what I would do is increase whatever funding resources we have left after the super committee failures and put those in the special operations forces. They have proven to be an economic use of military power with a very low cost and low risk, small footprint. Some of the largest mistakes we've made in Southwest Asia is the fact that our footprint is too big and we're bringing in conventional forces to fight an unconventional war. It costs us soldiers, it costs us cash. We have seen 2 successful operations in the recent past, one with a 15 to 20 operational team to kill Osama bin Laden. We've also seen a successful rescue into Somalia with a contact team of 24 individuals. Now, I have served half my career in special operations and can speak to you about the efficiency and the economy of using special operations forces in an era where conventional forces and a set-piece battlefield are a thing of the past. I have a 5-point platform. Point number 5 is on restoration. Corruption has stained the fabric of the political process, has stained the flag of this country, and it is a stench that we need to wipe away from the landscape of El Paso. I would not ever want you to wake up one day, pick up a headline, and read about somebody who we may have put in office who has tentacles to some of the corruption that exists in this community, and have them say, gee whiz, I'm sorry, I have to resign, I have to step away from that office. We need to begin with a positive example, and if you can't get a good apple from the barrel, it's time to pick one from the tree. That's Jerome Tilghman. Thank you very much. Oh, I'd ask the congressman a question. Talk to me about how to transition from being a civilian down here in El Paso to moving to the Congress up on Capitol Hill. I take any advice he's got to offer. Okay, thank you.